love the West Coast. It's filled with so many unbelievable cats. My next stop brings me almost 500 miles up the coast, just south of San Francisco, to Menlo Park, California. A town where a tough tabby is getting some non-traditional treatment. Crystal!
Hi, John.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Meet Moki, a 5-year-old kitty who, against all odds, is alive today. Crystal rescued Moki when he was only 3 months old, and he was very sick. Moki had a respiratory infection that caused him to have a very high fever, which affected his nervous system.
I mean, when you first got this cat, how many doctors told you, this cat's not going to be around for a long time?
Pretty much all of them.
Really?
But thanks to modern therapies, this kitty has a second chance, and his health is moving in the right direction.
Can't wait.
Crystal and I are headed over to Scout's house, Moki's physical therapy rehab center, a facility that has helped over 1,300 pets live better lives.
Good.
That's good.
Yay.
The advanced therapies here are open to all pets, but this special needs feline is thankful they can take on his unique case.
He can walk, but only on carpeted surfaces. He can't walk on hardwood floors or tile or anything like that. He needs help going to the litter box. He knows where it's at, but he needs help getting in and out of it.
Animals that have difficulty walking.
Krista Niebaum is Moki's physical therapist, and today she's going to start Moki off with some hydrotherapy.
Now, what's the goal here? What are we going to do?
So for Moki, we definitely are taking advantage of the buoyancy that the water provides. Plus, he's wearing a life jacket, which gives additional buoyancy, additional lift to him. So he can work more on moving his legs, worrying less about trying to hold him up.
And how warm is this water?
It's about 92, 93 degrees.
Oh, that's nice.
Pleasantly warm.
Pleasantly warm. You ever throw bath bubbles in there?
We've thought about it. A little glass of Chardonnay.
Krista, you've been doing this for a year. How much progress have you seen?
I think getting him in the underwater treadmill has helped him build up his strength as well as his balance and walking mechanics.
Moki, you're doing a great job, buddy. 8 minutes? I couldn't even stay in a pool for 8 minutes. This is really impressive.
After hydrotherapy, it's time for a little stretching to help Moki's flexibility.
I'm stretching out the muscles here and working on his shoulder extension to help him to move his front feet forward.
So you're pushing this paw out here.
Really gently, just behind his shoulder.
So no one knows why he's so stiff up in front?
No.
Huh.
It's one of those mysteries about Moki.
Moki the mystery kitty.
Yeah. He's much more flexible now than he was, and a lot stronger, too.
What is Moki's secret?
I think part of it is the sheer determination on his part.
Yeah.
And his willingness to work with us.
Well, Crystal and Moki are lucky to have you guys.
We're lucky to have them.
All feline situations are different, but thanks to centers like Scout's House, these modern therapies can be tailored to any tabby's needs.
Basically, I'm putting the electrodes on his paraspinals, and I'm looking to get muscle contraction.
Moki's next therapy helps to strengthen his hind legs.
So, John, this is what we're now calling Moki's Mountain.
Moki's Mountain. What's the altitude on this mountain?
Really, really high. He needs an oxygen mask. So the reason why we're using this for Moki, this is a chute that provides support on both sides, so he doesn't need to work as hard on his balance, but he can really focus on using his back end to push himself up an incline, thereby strengthening his back end that much more.
I see. And when he first started?
When he first started, he really only could just stand on the incline. That was enough of an effort for him, but now as you can see, he's actually able to push himself up.
You can almost see the determination in his face. He's wavering just a little bit, but he's going to go through it.
If there's one thing I've learned about Moki, it's that he's incredibly determined.
This tireless tabby has just one more treatment today, and that's kitty acupuncture back at his house. I've heard of acupuncture for humans, but for cats? I've got to see this.
John, this is Dr. Halpern.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Have you ever worked on a kitty so cute?
I don't know. Moki takes the cake.
From a medical standpoint, do you know what's going on with him?
When he recovered, he was having some neurologic problems. We don't know whether the virus itself affected his nervous system or the high fever or a combination of both.
After going through all the traditional therapies, Crystal eventually found acupuncture.
We went and saw a neurologist. We had all of the advanced testing done, and none of that could help him. And it was the advice of the neurologist that recommended physical rehabilitation, and the physical rehabilitation specialist recommended acupuncture.
Ladies, normally I'd be a little nervous around needles, but this is cat acupuncture. Now, how exactly does that needle come calm a cat?
Once acupuncture needles are in, we have higher levels of things like serotonin and endorphins, things that make us feel good. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple in his front limbs. We work a lot on his front limbs because he does get that contraction.
How long will these needles stay in?
We'll probably leave them in about 20 minutes.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's long.
Yeah. We want to give him time for him to relax and allow them to take effect.
You're doing it, buddy.
Because Moki's case is so severe, he gets electroacupuncture, where low-level electricity is introduced, helping Moki relax.
Once needles are in and the E-stim machine's on, he'll actually start to just fall asleep.
Doctor, what is electricity doing right now?
The electricity is basically just strengthening the treatment.
Relax, little Moki, relax. Kitty acupuncture gonna help your back. Relax, little Moki, relax. Kitty acupuncture gonna help your back. Tell me about the progress that Moki has made.
We see him walking more. He seems to be a little bit more alert, a little bit more playful. And since doing the acupuncture, the virus which originally made him sick is not coming back as often.
Looks like Moki's got the perfect recipe for success. Physical therapy, acupuncture, and an owner that loves him like crazy. Still ahead. If your cat gets lost,